Hate hit our city 9 years ago, but at this moment, love surrounds Orlando as we remember the 49 lives lost in the Pulse nightclub attack.
So many people continue to pay their respects at Pulse. That includes more family members of the victims, as well as the survivors who are going into the club for the first and only time.
West 2's Nancy Alvarez is at First United Methodist Church, where a remembrance ceremony will begin next hour. But we begin with West 2's Michelle Imparato anchoring our coverage live at Pulse, where tributes continue to pour in. Michelle.
That's right, Stuart and Christina. This day is never easy for so many people. The survivors, the victims' families, first responders, and really the community at large. We all went through this together. It is painful, it is emotional, and it is somber. And we just want to stress it is important that today isn't just about remembering what happened here, but about who the victims were. So take 2 seconds on social media today, and somewhere you are going to see these faces shared with the world. The lives of the 49 taken inside Pulse. This time, 9 years ago, their names were just coming to light. But in the 9 years since, their names are etched in the history of this city. Many of their families are here over the next few days to go inside of Pulse and to see where the victims were in their final moments. Survivors as well are showing up here today, but not all. One survivor instead decided to go to the state attorney's office in hopes of keeping open what is now a 9-year investigation. West 2's Nancy Alvarez is live outside of First United Methodist Church, where a remembrance ceremony will begin at 5:30 this evening. And Nancy, you spoke to one of the victims' cousins who did go inside Pulse.
I did, Michelle. And you know, the ceremony that is about to start here is a tradition. We do it every year. We hug every year. We reflect every year. But I can honestly tell you, because of this experience where people have actually got to go inside the club and just stand there right there in that space where their loved ones died, that experience is making this a year like no other.
So that first came, all the memories of that day just flushed. You know, they kind of like rushed through.
Through tears, Lali Santiago Leon described the moment she kneeled down and put her hands on the spot where her cousin, Luis Daniel, died at Pulse.
He died on the dance floor. He died, he tried to make it out.
She recounted the story of how he ended up there. Lali and her family convinced Dani to move from Puerto Rico. He restarted his life in Central Florida, where he thrived and found love. His partner, Giancarlos, was also among the 49 who were killed.
They were holding hands, and then they weren't. And then Jean turned around and didn't see Dani, and he went back in. And Dani was already there, trying to. And then he held Jean to kind of protect him, so they died together. Kind of died together in each other's arms, yeah.
Painful memories relived every year, but this time it's different because Lali was able to visualize it all in the space where it happened. A heartbreaking process, she says, also brought her peace.
It helped kind of with some sort of closure. There will never be closure, but a better understanding, and just to feel the building, them, their presence, and that was something that I really thought it was important.
All right, and back here live at the First United Methodist Church, you can see the ribbons there along the railing. That is the entrance where the families will enter. The doors open around 5, and the ceremony is set to begin at 5:30, and it will include, of course, the reading of the 49 names. Of course, one of the most touching traditions that we have in this community every single year. While many families, as we talked about, Michelle, were not able to go in the club. I spoke to one mom who, held on to me and said, I couldn't do it. Most are expected to attend the ceremony here, and we'll be here for them. Back to you, Michelle.
All right, Nancy, we know everyone is processing this event differently. Thank you so much. And back here out at Pulse, West 2's Gail Pascal Brown has been here all day long as the families and the survivors go inside the nightclub. And Gail, so many more were paying their respects outside at the memorial.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of folks bringing flowers here. When you talk to folks, it's hard to believe that it's been 9 years since this tragedy. 49 people killed, 53 others injured. And of course, the families are showing up in buses like this, going inside to tour the nightclub. It's a sacred place, especially as they continue to heal. For some visiting the Pulse site Tuesday, all it took was a quiet reflection outside the nightclub where so many lives were lost. June 12th marks 9 years since the tragedy. The mass shooting killed 49 people and injured scores of others. This busload of 15 families and survivors showed up shortly after noon to tour the nightclub, hopefully to help with healing.
The second experience, when just going back in there, just brings back all of the memories of that night. Everybody's in a different place. Not everybody's having the same response. I did hear that there was one mother that wanted to see the exact location of where her son passed away.
The Secklers came to pay their respects. For Andrew, it's his birthday.
The day has just been linked to that ever since, and I've always thought about Pulse on my birthday now ever since this happened.
This Pulse nightclub site is scheduled to be demolished later this year. A new Pulse memorial should be completed by the summer of 2027.
It will be, I think, something extraordinary that will honor these 49 angels and the other survivors in a way that they deserve to be honored.
I've actually wanted them to tear the building down for a long time. I think seeing it, living down here and seeing it up, I think it might have been good for them to tear it down sooner and maybe do the memorial sooner, but I'm glad that the memorial's happening now.
About 250 people are expected to visit the nightclub now through Saturday. That includes 120 family members of the 24 victims and 70 survivors of the attack. Now, Orlando City officials tell me that as of today, as far as the visits are concerned, it's going to be 6 visits with 14 families going inside the nightclub. And of course, if you're just joining us, the next event is going to be downtown at 5:30 at First United Methodist Church. That will be the Pulse Remembrance. Covering Orange County, live in Orlando, I'm Gail Pascal, Brown West 2 News.
All right, Gail, thank you. It really has been heartwarming to be here at Pulse today and see the community members coming out and taking in the public memorial that's just behind me. They're looking at the pictures that cover the walls because they show how this community came together in the days and the weeks after this unthinkable tragedy that changed our community forever. If you've never been here, I highly recommend you come because soon enough, this building and everything that you see here will be torn down so the city can finally build a proper memorial to the 49 angels who we lost that day. Now, the last bus with victims' families and survivors just pulled up here before the top of the hour, but the tours are going to resume here again tomorrow morning and they will continue through Saturday. Stuart, back to you.
Michelle, thank you. Tonight's remembrance ceremony begins at 5:30 inside the First United Methodist Church. We will bring you that live on WESH 2. We'll also stream it on WESH.com.